All right, we're gonna restart from the front. I don't want there to be anything missed because of the initial connectivity issues. So this is the front of the home. This home next door right here is new construction going up. Probably looks to be about 3, maybe 4 months out from completion. These are the homes next door in the cul-de-sac. This is out on the main street. Leading up is a brick driveway. You have additional parking kind of over here on the side. And just to give you a different view, is the double door garage on this side of things. All right, stepping in. Let me just remove my shoes again, so bear with me for one moment. Again, I don't know if you were able to hear me while we were on the phone, but this looks to be a true hardwood or an engineered hardwood of some sorts. Like as I mentioned, I did notice some imperfections, I think, from daily traffic areas. But we're gonna walk through and I'll highlight all that. So to the left, upon entry, is your office. This is definitely an oversized space. You could use it as a bedroom if you really desired, but you can't call it a 5th bedroom. You got tray top ceiling and fan in here, plantation shutters in the windows, which is a nice touch. I'm gonna step over here to this corner just for an alternate view of things. And then as I mentioned, some areas of wear and tear, things like that. You can just kind of see what I'm seeing. Small little wet bar right here in the office. All right, so living room is right here. Staircase leading up to the second, third, and fourth bedrooms. This hallway right here takes you over to your half bath. I'm just gonna try to capture this as best as possible. That's the vanity right there. It's got some kind of blue wallpaper on there, which isn't really my favorite, but just so you see. And then on the ceiling, it is blue as well. Now, if we come around this way, to the left is our kitchen area. To the right is a hallway closet, laundry room, and your garage. We're gonna go this way first. Just gonna showcase the garage to you. You have a tiled floor garage. And I'm gonna step all the way in. The garage does have some nice features with overhanging racks. Not sure if they're leaving behind the toolboxes or the fridge. I will confirm those items, but they've pretty much vacated from what I can see on the inside. And again, just a different view. That door will lead you to the outside of the home. And then of course, over here to your left is your hot water tank and a small wash sink inside. Stepping in is your laundry room. So you have cabinetry on both sides of the washer and dryer. Additional cabinetry up top on the side. A couple of light bulbs are out, but nothing too serious, I think. And I'm gonna try just again to give you a different angle of things here. Just some shoddy drywall work right here, nothing too bad, but just so you again see as I do. And this is that linens closet or hallway closet, as you see. Okay, into the kitchen. Nice wraparound, center island, and overextended along the back wall. Fridge, stove, and microwave on the right. And I'm going to step all the way to this side before we get any further, just so you have a different view of things. Okay, so now we're in the what you could use as a small little breakfast eatery if you wanted, right here in this corner off the kitchen. And before we go further, I'm just trying to give you all the angles. So this is that first little part right off the kitchen. And then you have what can be your formal dining room right here at the back. And nice plantation shutters on all the windows. Didn't really see anything here on the floor. This looks a little off color, but it might just be the wood. And again, a small little nick right here. Now we're in the grand area of the living room. So we're looking back towards the staircase and the office. We do have outlets in the floor. Now you're gonna kind of see, it's kind of hard to tell, there's a little discoloration right here. Definitely some additional wear and tear, probably from where they had their couch sitting or something along those lines. But I don't see nail marks prevalent through the home, which makes me think they probably didn't have any dogs. But just some things I'm noticing. And this is just an alternate view. Now, this is off the master bedroom looking out to the living area. So we're in the master bedroom now. I'm gonna just kind of step in here to the side. Tray top ceiling. Definitely plenty of space in here. Moving through, you have your his and hers closets. Built-ins right here. Over here, and then it goes all the way to the ceiling, both sides. This side has built-ins as well, but it does not go all the way to the ceiling. And then as far as some things I've noticed, just cosmetic paint scuffs, things like that. Stepping into the bathroom, dual vanities, fishbowl sinks for the countertop. Toilet is right through there. I'm just gonna again swing it in, give you a different view of things. Looks like a small little crack in that door right there. Nothing major though. That's the walk-in shower right here. And you have your shower bench, shower system, and then on the other side, the secondary shower head. Now, the main thing I've noticed walking through is the carpet in here just seems a little bit worn and torn. I think that's just from daily foot traffic, most likely. Smelling, I don't smell any odors. Anything that really smells like they would have had an animal in here. And again, if they did, they probably took very well care of this home. I'm just gonna try to give you one more alternate view. A little threshold difference right here. Might need a cap in my opinion, but nothing that really I think is a defect of the home, just something I noticed. All right, I'm gonna take you upstairs. So we're gonna go up right here. Now, as you go up, you have a bed on the left, the right, and in the center. The center bedroom and the right side bedroom share a Jack and Jill bathroom, which is right here behind this whole wall. And then your third bedroom is over here. So this is the back bedroom. Again, just a little difference in color. I think that's just maybe the wood. Now I do see definitely a different color right here. I think that's probably from where the sunlight hits it on a regular basis, so it's just something to take note of. You can kind of see it better right there. And then back deck. Now, I don't have my shoes on, unfortunately, because of them being downstairs, and that's their request. So I'm just gonna pop this open. As you can see, a nice little perch balcony here. And we're gonna go into the middle bedroom. Now, this bedroom is probably the smaller of the three upstairs. And again, I'm just noticing some wear and tear right there. And right there, you guys can kind of see what I'm looking at. Paint's a little bit more worn and torn in here, I think, than any of the other rooms. May have been a children's room. Walk-in closet. Try to get the best view I can on that. You can kind of see the scuff marks on the walls, things along those lines. Same with some paint or maybe some drywall plaster on this door. Now you go through, this is where the Jack and Jill hits. So you have dual vanity sink right here. Both mirrors. And then through here is where your shower and toilet are. Again, paint, wear and tear kind of just along this wall right here. Toilet, this is a little tight, so I'm gonna try to get you the best angle I can. Shower ledge, and then that is the water spout or water head for your faucet, spigot area. Okay. Now this room's kind of cool because it does really double up. So you're in the main part of the room right now. And then again, standard wear and tear that I'm noticing. Just, I think, needs some caulking and some fresh paint. This is likely where they had a TV hung. Just some paint right there. I'm not going to spend too much time highlighting all that stuff, but again, I'm just pointing out what I do see to you. So this would be a great room for maybe a kid who wants to have, a bedroom in part of the room and maybe a desk in the other. Could just be a great, secondary master suite. Jack and Jill bathroom doesn't really work with that, but those are just how you want to set up. And then you have your closet in here. Just some shelves. Now this shelf really up here isn't really viable, I think. Maybe just for storage that you're going to put away and never see again. You have the shelves on the side. And again on that side. And the one thing I noticed in this particular room, all the way down to about here. So it looks like they may have had some furniture they drug across. Same thing right here. And then right there. Okay. All right, we're gonna go back downstairs. I'm gonna grab my shoes from the front, so don't mind me circling back, and then we'll go to the outside. All right, let me put these on real fast, 2 seconds. Alright, so we're underneath the covered lanai area. I'm just going to go over to this corner where the master bedroom window is so you can see the view from outside to in. I'm not quite sure what these little barn door areas are. Actually, it's hiding a TV up there, so that's kind of cool. Not really sure how you reach those though without a ladder. Just so you see. All right, before I get to the pool area, I'm just going to show you, this is where that side is from the garage. So the door opens right there, leads you around. Have your AC unit right here. This is where all your pool equipment is ran. So this is the backyard in full. So I'm standing at the right side of the home. And I'm going to show you a couple things I noticed over on that side in just a second. This is the pool. And then as I was trying to show you in the video when we were on FaceTime, I don't know if you could really hear me. I think this is just dirt along the bottom because the vac is not running. It's been in the same spot since I got here, so it just looks dirty to me. But of course, we have a home inspection done so you can really see what's going on with the pool and make sure that there's no leaks and that the equipment, of course, is working as it's supposed to. Nice little hot tub. Actually, let me circle over to this side first. I don't really know if I caught it, but you do have a nice little waterfall feature coming from that hot tub. Right, we can keep moving around this side. So now we're looking at the whole back side of the home. I did notice over here just some of the grass needs to be repaired, which I don't think is anything too major. We have a garden over here that's a little bit beat up. Just gonna try to zoom in right there. And you have your secondary AC units right over here on this side, and then the fence all the way around. Now this is the back. Just so you can see, you do have 5 steps heading down. Planter wall. Now you're responsible for this planter wall. This is yours. I'm going to step over to the side. And I have to double check. I believe those steps over there are that owner's, and that is them over there. Yeah, it looks to be 2 different sets of brick. Yeah, so your brick and your property line, I would imagine, goes to about here, but I will confirm all of that. The idea is I just wanted to get a viewing of the home. And then so we'll just do one more pass over on this side. And I was trying to highlight it in that video, Kelly. I think the internet might have been breaking up, so right about here and then right there, you can kind of see that difference in shading. I can't tell if that's dirt, debris, or if that's where the water level tends to rise to, but it is pretty uniform all the way across. So my thought is that if it rains, a good rain, that's probably what it's going to rise up to in that regard. And then this black tarping separates you from the other property, which is being built. So again, this is kind of where you guys would end, and then theirs would begin. Just kind of that last view from down here. All right, I'm going to find out about the ICW access. Of course, if there's any additional questions that we just couldn't cover when we had the opportunity or the chance to try and FaceTime, please call me. Don't hesitate. That's what I'm here for. And I'll get you guys everything we can. Look forward to speaking soon.